What an honor to be here. Thank you. Cheryl and your team, congratulations on a job well done. Jeff, thank you for a great idea. It's more important to execute on a great idea, though, so thanks for that. I'd like to touch on a couple of things today. First, there was a question about how much time I had. There was 5 minutes, and then it was 10 minutes, so I'm going to give it 20. I'll be off quickly. All right, we'll work through this quickly. I'm going to touch on print and how it's in decline. I'd like to also touch on new media and how it relates to print. And the third item is to print or to tweet. I could actually talk about this for a lot longer than 8 minutes. I've lived this my whole life. I am a reluctant new media kind of guy. I'm from a background of print, and I was dragged into this kicking and screaming. I was one of those guys that when I first was exposed to the internet, I thought, hey, this is going to go away quickly. Don't worry about it. I sell printing. I'll get you your printing needs taken care of. That's actually not exactly how these things have worked out, as we all know. I'd like to read to you a headline that I just came across. U.S. online advertising and marketing spend will overtake print this year as traditional spend continues to decline. Bummer. It's forced me to make some new decisions, I got to tell you. As I was introduced, partner and owner of Ellipsis Graphics, and now I've made a new decision, and fortunately for me, Michael has taken me on as his partner in Zoom Media, and we're very much focused on online. But let's take a moment and talk about printing and the printing press and where your print dollars go. It's likely that you're not aware of this, but if you were to go out and buy an hour of press time on a 40-inch printing press, you're going to pay the same or less than what you did about 10 years ago. Paper has pretty much stayed even or gone down a little bit. Depends on how you look at it. Cost of inflation adjusted. Power gone up a little bit, not a lot. Capital investment in printing equipment has gone up tremendously. If you're going to be a printer in this world, you're spending money on new equipment. You're buying software, and it's a continuous struggle to stay in front of all of this stuff. On the other side of that, though, productivity's gone up in a big way. So if you were to go into a print shop and walk into the pre-press department today, there's 1.5 or 2 people for every 6 people that were there in the past. The cost of printing has gone down. If you're buying a catalog today or a postcard today and you're paying the same as you paid 10 years ago, come see me, I'll help you out. What has gone up, though, is the cost of distributing that print. Mailing is tremendously more expensive. Distributing that print is tremendously more expensive. Just fill your car with gas, you'll know. This has forced marketers to change their behavior, and fortunately, there's new tools to use in that change of your behavior. Twitter is a perfect example of that. It's a great communication tool. My mailbox isn't nearly as full when you look at the one that's out at the curb. My email box is full. I can hit delete pretty quickly on that, though. New media and its relation to print. If print was the choice of marketing experts in the past, that's moved. It's Twitter, your web page, email marketing blasts, Facebook, it just goes on. Blogging, Google ads, all of this stuff is just amazing as inbound marketing. If it's used correctly, it's phenomenal. You get what you pay for, though, and in producing the content for all of that, there's just a tremendous expense, and it's important that you take and utilize the tools appropriately to get that content out. You want to deliver the content in a way that your customer or prospect, the person you're trying to get that content to, wants to receive it. So it's not necessarily about the new tool or what we have, but it's about getting it to someone in the way they want to receive it. My wife decided that we'd have a garage sale this last weekend, and I got the word out. She told me I'm the marketing guy, so I had to get the word out. So I got it out a couple of different ways. One way was word of mouth. We put it on Facebook. We used Craigslist, and then we went to a more traditional method, print and signage. We went down to the store, bought those really fat Sharpies, got some tape, came back to the house, got some board that I had in the garage, chopped it up, made some signs. We worked very hard on the content. Garage sale Saturday, 8 to 4. Got those signs out, probably put a half-hour time into distributing those signs, and the garage sale was a huge success. My wife was right, I was wrong. I would have taken the stuff to Goodwill. But that aside, when you look at the marketing effort that went into that, all components of that marketing were effective appropriately. But when you look at where we got the most traffic, it came from the print. It's amazing. You can't necessarily take any one of those components and separate them if you want your best result. So my suggestion to everyone here is consider what you're doing, your customer, what the message is, and how you're getting that out to them, and make sure that you're using every tool available to you. If you look at what's coming in print, it's actually quite exciting. You're going to have an amazing amount of variable content. You're going to have variable packaging, variable newspapers, variable magazines. You'll be able to go online and order a magazine that's specific to you and your desires. You'll be able to have sports articles, business articles, fashion articles, all in the same magazine delivered to you. So remember that print, online is a great communicator. Print is going to capture a person's imagination. The imagination is where the marketing battle happens. You want to capture that. Thank you very much. Differentiate yourself with print.